Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Bob. Bob is from Minnesota in the USA. So let's see what Bob has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Bob.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview. Thank you.
Yes.
Bob, so before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
Minnesota.
And what's the name of your city?
Ada.
Ada. Amazing.
Yeah.
And what's the best part of living Ada?
It's a nice small town.
And there where you've been, you were born and you've been raised?
No, I was born and raised in Britain, South Dakota. And then I went on a little traveling spree to Florida, Georgia, and Texas, then Illinois. And the last 23 years I've been here.
Wow. And what do you do for a living, Bob?
I work in education with children with autism and also in healthcare.
Tell me a little bit about your job.
Well, teaching, I'm a teacher's assistant and just assisting kids with everyday learning and needs according to their abilities to learn. And then healthcare, I work in a nursing home as a CNA TMA. So I also provide daily cares and needs of elderly.
I see. Interesting. Bob, so before we start our journey, William, in the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Single dad of 4 kids.
You have 4 kids?
I do, yes.
Oh, wow. Big family. Tell me a little bit about your kids. How old are they?
21, 19, 17, and 11.
Wow. Big family. Bob, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my box full of random questions, okay? What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play a song just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Bob, so just before we start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly.
Okay.
What you drinking, by the way?
Coffee.
Early morning, Sunday, good to have some coffee.
Yes.
First question for you is, what's the best first date you ever been on?
Best first date. Probably with my ex-wife when we came to her hometown, where we both live now. We went to a pizza joint that they have here and they do homemade breadsticks. And we got to order breadsticks and we just drove around in the country eating breadsticks.
Amazing. Good memories. Next question, let's do it. Before the next question, Bob, tell me what's the most challenging part of your job and what's the most interesting part? What do you like the most about it?
The most I like about my job is I'm helping others. The least part I like is lack of workers or good workers to help do the job and to help the clients or residents reach their potential.
I see. All right. Next question for you is, who would you swap lives with for a day if you could?
Swap lives for a day. a royal member of the royal family for a day. That'd be fun.
Wow, anyone specific?
Well, I follow William and Harry, but also the Prince of Dubai.
Interesting. You say about Prince William. We were born the same year, 1982.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I'm not rich as him, and I'm not well known as him.
Right.
Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Bob. Next question for you is: what does love mean to you?
Love mean to me being truthful, loyal, caring, understanding, trustworthy, honest. Through the good and the bad, you have a connection and you build it every day. You don't just, and you love freely. Like, love is like light. Light drives out darkness, so spread light.
And do you believe there are different kinds of love?
Oh yeah. Like the love that I have for my children is different than the love that I have for my students or my best friend or my siblings or my parents.
Absolutely. I think all of them, they're different, but they come from a very good place.
Right, yes.
Absolutely. Next question, Bob. Let's
Okay.
Bob, tell me a little bit about your seat, Ada. Tell me a little bit about it. So it's a small town.
Yep, it's about 1,700 people. I don't know, we have 4 churches, 2 like country stores or gas stations. We have a very nice school. Mm-hmm. We're a combined school now, so we're a Ada West school. We have a very good school, a lot of caring, good staff. The community is very caring and supportive of each other. One thing that's really special that our school helped do, my youngest son that we adopted from Ghana, he is a paraplegic, so he uses a wheelchair and a walker, and he loves riding bike, and the bike that he needed had to be custom made for him, and the school helped us raise the $5,000 in order to him to receive his bike.
Wow.
And the community it took not even a week and the money was there and his bike was made for him.
Wow.
That's pretty special.
Yeah. It's very special for sure. I think the community, when you see those people getting together for a good cause, it's amazing, isn't it? To see there's some good people out there.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, sweet. Thanks for sharing that. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Next question is, do you know anyone who is living their life to the fullest?
Do I know anyone who is? I'm trying. I think children do, because they don't have the worries of the world or bills or all that fun stuff.
Yes, I think the best part of being a child, when you look back, it's like, my God, there was no worries at all. There were no bills to pay. Everything is so
right.
kind of perfect. The only thing I remember about being a child, my birthday took so long to arrive. Christmas as well took so long. And nowadays, just like this, just a blink of...
The years turn into like months and the months are days. And
yes. But I was talking to my flatmate the other day. Usually January, it's the longest month of the year. I think it's because you come after Christmas, New Year's Eve, the holiday seasons, you know what I mean? And it's a long, I don't know in Ada, but here in London, it's cold, it's gray, so people get a little bit like, oh, you know what I mean, in this melancholic mood, let's say. So January is always the longest one. But for some reason, this year, for me, it went so quick. January, like in 2 days, already February. My God, it's just so fast.
Yes. January, I would agree, because here We are, I don't know, 3 hours from the Canadian border.
Hmm?
So, like, we just went through a very cold spell where it was like 25 below temp and with 50 below wind chill and snow. And I mean, we have enough snow for too much. But it gets really cold, especially that north wind from Canada.
Oh, wow. Yes, I was in Montreal. I spent Christmas and New Year's Eve in Canada, in Montreal. I just came back 4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It was very cold, for sure. My God.
Yeah.
my first Christmas on a snow country, snowing. It was the first time I spent Christmas on the snowy weather. It was very nice, very chill. Next question, Bob. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what's the best advice have you ever given?
Probably to my children to just believe in yourself and do what is right in your heart, and to, be you and honest and reach your goals. And if you reach it, set another goal and work harder.
Good advice. Good one. Next question. Bob, before the next question, as you work with students, yeah, and of course, I'm sure that work with students or kids, you always learn a lot as well. So far in your career, there is a lesson that you've learned from one of your kids or one of your students that you go like, okay, that was a very remarkable lesson, or something that I will always remember, if you can say.
Like if you're giving an assignment or like a report of their choosing to do, a lot of times you learn from your students. I think a lot of people, especially in today's world, forget how we may be in the same classroom or make up the same school, but we all come from very different backgrounds, and how people are treated from one another. A school should be a safe zone because you don't know everyone's life when they go out. So if their home isn't safe, or if, some kids may not have a mom and a dad or both. And so we need to be that support system for them, and not just the educational and learning part, but we also need to be there as a caregiver and give them love and support, because we don't always know their struggles, and maybe we've never gone through that. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be there to support that child.
Absolutely. I had an interview with a teacher from South Africa. He was in the show as well, and he said something very interesting that related to what you just said now. Sometimes children or students, they go through some very challenging time back home, and next day they come to the class, and the teacher can see that something going on in their lives, and sometimes difficult for the professional, for the teacher to, manage that, or because they come with, that something's happening and you don't know how, or you can't, interfere somehow. And I'm sure it's a challenge for you. It's hard to,
Oh yeah, I agree 100% there. It is. I love it. And some days I'm on top of the world, and some days I feel like I have failed. And, I'm gonna put that away and recharge in the morning and do better tomorrow.
Absolutely. Next question for you is, what is the best gift have you ever received, and from whom?
Oh, my best. I am a horse nut. So I grew up riding horses and working cattle. So when I was 5 or 6, I wanted a horse for my birthday.
Wow.
And I begged, I didn't want anything else. So about a month before my birthday in September, my parents bought me my first horse. So that just kicked off my whole horse showing career and rodeo and love of horses. So
And what was that? Did you name this horse or not? Did you give a name?
Yeah, his name was Zip.
Nice one. Why Zip?
When we got him, that was his name. But he was just this amazing. He was half pony and half quarter horse, so he was a little bit shorter of a horse. But this horse, you could do anything and everything with him. But when you wanted to do sport events or open shows with him, that little horse would give you his whole heart and do whatever. I mean, he could be standing still, not wanting to move, and 2 seconds later, you'd be down on the other end and have no idea what happened. Like, he was quick on his feet.
I can see your smile from that memory. Nice. Next question. Okay, Bob, next question is, what do you consider most romantic?
Just the everyday being there, the support, the kindness, the love, the, random, like you're stressed out and your spouse or partner's like, get your coat, we're going, and you just go do, go out to eat or a movie or go ride horse on a starry night together. Just something out of the blue, but being there and listening and being open.
Do you consider yourself a romantic person?
Most of the time, I would say. I hope so.
I think you are. You're just being modest. Next one. Let's do it, Bob. Bob, before the next question, as you mentioned in the beginning that you are a single dad.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the most challenging part of being a single dad of 4 kids?
The hardest part is my ex and I have 50-50 custody.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids go back and forth every Friday. The hardest challenge for me is not having my kids every day, because when I chose to adopt and have birth children, that was my vow to them, was to be there for them every day. Even though they're not physically with me, it dampens my soul, my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But if something ever happens, my ex and I have a good relationship to where we are open communication with each other, so we can be there for each other or for the children. But it just hurts because it doesn't make the home feel complete.
I see. As you say, at least you both live in the same city, in the same town, so it's kind of not that far.
Right, we live a mile apart from each other.
That's very close, Bob. Okay, next question for you is, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
The most challenging part. I'd say the most challenging, not being able to do what you want when you want, or, you didn't have any worries. You didn't have that filter to stop you from being, lack of better words, for being dumb or doing something stupid. You would just go do it. And half the time, if your parents weren't there, you probably wouldn't be here right now.
Do you have siblings as well?
I do. I'm the youngest of 4 children.
Wow.
I have 2 half sisters and a brother.
You consider yourself the spoiled one?
Maybe.
Let's leave in there. Next question. Okay, Bob, the next question is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
Best traits. Be true to yourself. Treat others how you want to be treated. Be of good faith. And be caring, loving, understanding. encourage others, be honest, keep your promises, be the best you that you can be.
Very good, very good. Bob, I have 3 questions left for you, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. But before the next one, tell me, as you work as well in healthcare, you mentioned, people there, would you like to start a career in healthcare? What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
Depending on what level of care you're going into, try to get your hands in, or hands dirty into that area to get a better acknowledgement of what you're getting into. Healthcare and caring of others isn't all just giving medicines or feeding. There's the bathing, the hair care, the dressing or changing, or there's many other things that come along with healthcare. So in order to work your way up, don't forget where you came from. And for me, when I go to work, I always think that, what if this was somebody taking care of my child? Or what if this was somebody taking care of my family member? How would I hope that they're treating them? So then I pour my heart into that situation and do my job.
Very good point. Very good one. Next question is, what do you like to cook the most?
Oh, lasagna. That's my favorite.
Do you consider yourself most of a savory or a sweet person?
Sweet. I love to bake too. We bake a lot of more healthy stuff now, but I can sure make some peanut butter bonbons or cookies or breads or candies that aren't my favorite is we go to the store and buy it because they're absolutely amazing, but they're called chippers.
Right.
It's chocolate covered potato chips.
That's new for me.
Oh, they're so good. They're sweet and salty and absolutely amazing.
And there is something that you don't like to eat at all?
I'm not that. I'll try anything once. I'm not really big on mushrooms. I don't know. I'm not really. Or lutefisk. I would not eat lutefisk. I love seafood, but I don't like fish.
Interesting. 2 questions left, Bob. Let's do it. How is your coffee?
It is good. I have Italian cream with it.
Ooh. Next question for you is, what was the biggest punishment have you ever received?
I would say the biggest punishment is losing someone that you truly love and was your best friend. And if they're physically still here and not together, or they have passed away, that is my biggest disappointment. I had a very dear friend pass away when I was 12, and she was my inspiration and training, taught me how to ride horse and my love of horses. And so to honor her, our birth daughter is named after her.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think for me, some of the disappointment is not ever, because she died at a young age. She was 19. But she didn't get to live a long life, or, never got to get married or have children. And sometimes I feel guilty about that. But in the same breath, I feel honored because, part of her is always with me, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Wow. What an interesting, beautiful story. Thanks for sharing that, Bob.
Oh.
Thank you. I think that's, just as you said, the memory is going always to be, you know what I mean, as you named your daughter as after her name. So I think it's a beautiful gesture.
Yes.
For sure. I'm glad this question came up to you. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Ready for the last one?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it. Last question, Bob. But before the last question, in your opinion, what's the state of Minnesota sticks out of the other state in the US? There's something unique or something that you cannot find anywhere else in the US?
Well, according to our license plates, we have the most lakes in any state in the US. Minnesota is known for having, like, well, our slogan, our motto on our plates say Minnesota, home of 10,000 lakes.
Wow, that's a lot.
There's lakes everywhere. Everywhere.
I will remember that for sure. Just made my day now. Learned something new. That's impressive. My God. Right, last question for you is, what is your most embarrassing moment?
That's a hard one. I'm probably getting, like, recognized or humiliated in public. I love going out and socializing and, you know, having fun, but if I'm, like, getting an award, or if I'm out with friends and all of a sudden they're like, oh, this guy, or, you know, say my name, and I have to walk out in front of people, I'm just like, okay, I don't need the spotlight on me. So I get embarrassed very easily that way. I don't like being the center of the attention. I'm like the social butterfly, but I don't want to be put on a pedestal or anything like that. Like, I'm just your average guy.
I'm afraid to say after this interview, you're going to be the top of the... I was joking. Oh, dear. But it's not the end yet, okay? Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Family.
Love.
Money.
Need more.
One word for love.
Happiness.
Life.
A blessing.
One word for sex.
Intimacy.
Politics.
Headache.
Religion.
Faith.
Fear.
Silence.
Friendship.
Meaningful.
Regrets.
Try. Oh, try again.
Desire.
Work.
Success.
Accomplishment.
One word for wish.
Pray.
Happiness.
Fulfillment.
One word for Ada.
Home.
One word for Minnesota.
Seasons.
And the last one now, USA.
United. I wish we were still united.
Let's pretend now I'm going to have a coffee with your best friends, and I'm going to ask your best friends, tell me the most beautiful thing about Bobby, and tell me something that he still needs to work on to improve on. What do you think your best friends will tell me?
That's funny because my best friend and her wife live with me right now because they lost their home. One thing I'm good at is helping others. One thing I know she would say is I need to do better care for myself and put myself first.
Do you see some work in progress?
Oh yeah, I've changed quite a bit since my divorce in the last 4 years. So
great, very good. If I would ask the same question to your kids, they would say the same answer?
I would say yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Bob, let's play now, Bob, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question.
How long have you been doing interviews?
Good question. So this project started, I started doing this project 2020. Let's say the idea came along the very first lockdown when the COVID crisis hit. I would say it was like March, April 2020. So I started to put everything together. I started to write the questions. I started to put the whole project, do some research as well. And actually my first interview, my first shooting, it was, I think, in June 2020. So it took like 3 months for me to get my head together and to put everything in place and to, you know what I mean, to get myself as well, let's say, ready for it, you know, to break the ice through this interview. So for me, the 3 months took for me to kind of get things together. And I'm still learning. It's been more than a year now, but every day, every interview, I always learn something. And yeah, it's been a beautiful journey. I think it's, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful as well for this idea came along. And I'm just doing something that I adore to do. I love doing those interviews and connect with people around the globe. It's so nice to hear so many interesting stories. Like I just learned something new when you said about the lakes, 10,000 lakes, my God, Minnesota. I was like, wow, that's something interesting. So yeah, that's so far it's been since I would say June 2020 when I started doing the interviews.
Okay, that's cool.
Enjoyed the experience?
I did, yeah, it was fun.
Thanks so much. Thanks for being ready. Thanks for being kind and sweet and sharing your memories in life. I think that's as I was mentioned before, it's I feel so grateful for people around the globe and just sharing their stories in life. But before you go, Bob, share just a positive message or something.
What inspires me in life is I could, be sad and depressed and not care about myself or anyone. But instead of letting the depression or the sadness or the bad times control me, I take them as a learning. So when you learn, you either remain the same, better yourself, or move forward. And I'm moving forward every day. Our world ever since COVID and the whole George Floyd and police thing in Minnesota happened, that's not even just in our country, but the whole world has just gone mad, and it is sad. It is very sad. You shouldn't, color of someone's skin or faith or love or just being, we're all somebody's child. We're all somebody's brother or sister or, and we can have different views on things, but that doesn't mean we have to hurt or harm or degrade or kill somebody because we don't agree. So just move forward and do better.
Beautiful message, Bob. Thanks so much for sharing. That's very powerful. I think you said everything. I think nowadays people just need to be approachable, understanding, and respect as well. I think that's the main key of humanity is the beginning. What we can do is the basic that we can do. Just respect, understanding, and be approachable and helping out the people out there. I think that will be the main thing.
Right. Because none of us know how long we're going to be here. It's not up to us. It's up to our higher being. So
that's true. That's true. I agree.
Choose kindness, because we never know.
Absolutely. Bob, thanks so much for the interview. It was a pleasure connecting with you. Thanks for taking your time on Sunday for the interview. I really enjoyed. Thanks so much, and keep in touch.
Yes, thank you. I had fun.
Thanks so much. Take care, okay? Regards to the kids. Bye-bye.
I will. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.